Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh, say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your
Say
mind?
what you thinking, what you
Linda,
thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your
Say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hey everybody and welcome back to the So What You Think channel. Thank you so much for joining me on here. Have a happy Tuesday everybody. I'm your host Miss Jen and this is your Beyond the Gate season 2 episode 134 recap. And as always I want to welcome all of my gatekeepers and my amazing moderators and all of you should joining me down in the chat. And my very special replay gang. Hey, replay gang. If you're catching this later, be sure to leave your comments because you know I come back and I read them. And I do respond to them when I get an opportunity to, but I do respond to them. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit the like button. That's how they find me in the algorithm. And I'm trying to grow the channel and I can't do it without you. So please don't forget to hit the like button for me. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, consider becoming a member. Or if you'd like to send something to the Cash App, send a super sticker, super chat, you can feel free to do that as well. And you can do that even if it's in the replay. You can do that as well during the replay as well. Before I get started, let me take a minute to say hello to our wonderful moderators. Hold on one second for me here. Let me find that graphic. Hey, Mod Squad. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing fine. I hope y'all doing fine. And also, I want to pull out my romper room mirror and get a roll call.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Okay, let's see who in the comments. I'm going to read it in my Jamaican accent, even though I don't know it's no good, but I'm going to do it anyway. Ooh, Lord. First of all, we got Miss Belinda Hill. She says, good evening, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mod Squad. Happy Taco Tuesday. Remember to hit the like button on your way in. Okay, they're going to do that for you. Don't you worry. Lightning Storm says, good evening, Gatekeepers. Good evening to you too. Jasmine Williams says, hey, everybody. More needless instant cat drama. I'm sick of that cat. She don't like that cat. That cat get on her nerve. I'm about to go into my British accent now. Wait, let me see. Can I transition? Hello, everybody. More needless insip cat drama. Oh, so sick of the embryo expected to dance and point shoes around this insipid child. Other people have feelings to be considered too. You're right about that. You are. Miss Lil is in the house as well. Belinda Hill says, Miss Jen, I love you. You're so funny with your Jamaican accent. Thank you so much. I'm just over here clowning. Because I wasn't gonna come. I just wasn't feeling it today. I ain't depressing. I just wasn't feeling it. I was laying on the bed like I'm tired. I just don't feel like it. I'm tired. Then I was like, girl, you better go and do it. Because otherwise, I jump up and do it at 1:00 in the morning when y'all in the bed. And I figured you can listen to it tomorrow on your way to work. Jasmine says, and for one, I'm over this character. Grow up, don't grow up. Sick of cat and her stuff. Chelsea danced in danced on a tightrope, and still not enough for their support. Oh man, Jasmine, how you really feel? Girl, you just got up this morning and chose violence, didn't you? You just evening. You was like, I'm sick of. I'm sick of her. You know what, Cat? Jasmine, that deserves a graphic. Jasmine wants y'all to know that she is sick and she is tired of Catherine.
Don't go over there. Don't go over here. Don't fight. Come on, gatekeepers. Y'all better than this. Don't somebody call it.
Jasmine said, y'all can call somebody if you want to, but she ready to fight about it. She tired, she sick, she tired. That girl on her nerve and she tired. She tired. It's just all it is to it. All right, Jasmine, girl, we hear you. We hear you. Be on Purpose says, hey, everybody. Hey, Be on Purpose. Myrtle Tister says, good evening, Miss Jen Gatekeepers and to the mods. Hello there, Miss Myrtle Tister. Peggy Junkin is now. Peggy come in the door now, you know. She said, hello, Miss Jen and mods and to the BTG gang, you know. Hey, Peggy. Jasmine, yes, Cat is ridiculous. Y'all, you know what? Rhonda Reed gonna come around here, Elaine gonna come around here, and they gonna get y'all this evening. Somebody else ride for Cat too. I don't forget who it is, but baby, they gonna get y'all in here talking smack. They gonna get y'all in here talking that smiggity smack. I got to get them a graphic, and once they send a super sticker, I'm gonna play it for them. I'm gonna play that graphic for y'all. Put y'all in time out. I didn't choose violence or misunderstanding of this brat. I was rooting for her. We were rooting for you. But this child is too much. Jasmine said, bring it. Bring it. And she meant what she said, and she ain't trying to mince words with y'all. Ooh, child. Rhonda, now, if you in the replay, don't be putting these words in my mouth. Elaine, Va, don't y'all be putting these words in my mouth later on now. All I can do is report what the people have said. Miss Lil said, good evening to the gatekeepers. Good evening, Miss Lil. How are you? All right, well, that's all I see that's done checked in. We're going to go and get on with it then. We 8 minutes in. You know, the people be talking about I be wasting too much time. I done told you. You go to the other people for just a recap. We a family over here. We a community. We going to check in with each other. We going to say, hey, we going to say how you doing. We going to speak when we coming out. This is what we do over here. We hang out and then we talk and then we debate and then we argue. We classy. Okay, we're classy. But anyway. Lightning Stores, I'm with you, Jasmine. Fully overcapped. This is why they be saying your channel over there, Miss Jen. You been having I don't care who for who. I'm waiting for somebody to speak up for Cat. Cat, girl, I hope your people show up for you, girl, because they ain't for the girl. They tired of you today, girl. They is tired. Now, you know me now. I'm just going to report it the way I saw it. And I don't care who don't like it, but I got to tell it like it is, like it is. I ain't got time to be over here rewriting history for Catherine. I do not. All right, y'all, I'm going to go and unlock these gates and we're going to get into it. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Well, first of all, let's see. Let's go up here to the pictures. Of course, as always, Andre and Danny are pitching woo like they do, you know, because if they ain't lying perpendicular, does perpendicular mean, or do I mean horizontal? This perpendicular, same thing. If they ain't lying horizontally, these two don't know what to do with themselves. How else they gonna communicate, right? All right, so they're both avoiding their secrets. He don't want to talk about his. She don't want to talk about hers. You know, so that ain't that pitch and woo. Danny brings up the interview that she wants them to do, and he like, wait, what now? Wait, now what now? I don't want to do that interview. I thought I got out of this, but you know, Andre, we thought you was hiding something before, but we are sure. And you know, once the gatekeepers are convinced, ain't no talking to us about it, sir. We just know what we know. We can't help what we know. We know what we know. That's just all it is to it. You done something. You done something. You have. Now, she want to do the interview. He over there trying to figure out how to get out of it. Because she's like, I want the world to see us as the power couple that we are. And see our love on display. Andre, why can't we do that? Danny gets a phone call from Nicole who wants her to meet her down at the country club ASAP. She's like, girl, you got to get down here now. I was like, yeah, girl, get on down there. Now, Eva's looking cute leaving the hospital for her therapy, physical therapy. Girl, who wears this? Maybe you bought a change of clothes for the therapy because I would think a bosom going to pop out of something in this kind of top doing therapy. You know? But girl, you wear, oh no, I can't talk. You know, I used to go into therapy, baby. I was zooted and suited. I had to come out my high heel shoe just so I could do the therapy. I did. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I did. But anyway, listen. Eva is leaving the hospital from her physical therapy, and she and Shanice are walking down the hallway talking. And child, they ran into Ted, and Ted was just, they were just flirting together. So then Eva had to leave, and then Shanice and Ted was still over there. Oh, get it. I can't believe how much I love you now. And we just say it all the time now. Oh my God. Shanice, listen, girl, let me tell you something. I want you to listen to me real good. Real good. I know your eyes are shining and you feel all happy. And I ain't trying to throw no cold water on your love. I'm not. But girl, Ted is gonna hurt you, child. Ted gonna hurt you, girl. But the good news is he ain't gonna mean to hurt you when he do. Moving on. I mean, he ain't gonna mean it. He not. He not. He don't mean no harm. But you definitely gonna get your heart stomped on. Stomped on. You hear me? Now over at Uptown, Chelsea tells Naomi about the fight she done had with Kat. And Naomi is like, you know, y'all, Kat been through a lot lately. She has, which is true. She has. We ain't gonna act like she did when she did. She has been through a lot. But they both know that Kat's been acting a little bit out of character. And she has. We just got to get to the bottom of why. Now, Kat and her best friend is over here. They all dressed in black. Miss Mary, Mac, all dressed in black. They over here dressed up in their black outfits, ready to go out there and march on something. I'm sure it almost looks like they ready to go get some sticks and get those signs and go marching about something. And them being good friends is interesting. I wonder if it will last because Deanna does need someone like a Kat. Girl, you need to tell Kat what you up to so Kat can help you dig into everything. Because Kat good at that, girl. Kat can get to the bottom of it. But anyway, she's complaining about that interview that Chelsea did. And blah, 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 Marsha. And I ain't like it. She was so name talking. I can't understand why she'd be talking to her. And she says she doesn't want this half sister story getting out and become out beyond the walls of Fairmont Crest and become some huge story out there and end up in gossip, like Erica Vane has said. It could end up in gossip. We don't want that. But if it could stay local, then she would be all right with that. So Kat is looking at her like, girl, what are you talking about? Because I'm sorry, I missed something. Deanna, I don't know if Deanna cut her. Like, I think Deanna got tired of listening to this because next thing I know, Deanna was like, so girl, I took some advice you gave me about dealing with Joey, girl, and it's working. And Kat was like, excuse girl, what you talking about? What advice I gave you? What you doing? All right, so back at the hospital, Eva and Noah have sat down for his interview. And then here comes Leslie busting all up throughout the door. How are you? And Eva was like, Mama, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you in here. She was like, girl, I own this clinic. You don't tell me where to be invented by. And you know what, Eva? She do got you on that, girl. She is the owner. If she want to be in here for the interview, she can be, even though she your mama. Even though we know she's about to act a whole fool, and she did, even though we're going to be here for it no matter what you do, Leslie. We're going to lean forward and we're going to be like, oh my God, I cannot believe Leslie is doing this foolishness, this crazy, and this idiocracy. But you know we be loving it. And we do. Now, Noah explains that he's a musician. And no, I may not be exactly qualified, but I need a steady job to help support my dream. I got a degree, but I ain't really used it yet. But I'm going to tell you something. If y'all give me this job, I'm going to do a real good job. I am. You know, my dad is a doctor. You know, I was wondering when you was going to say that because, you know, you're supposed to use everything you got in your arsenal when you're trying to get something, especially a job. He's like, oh, who your daddy? He was like, Dr. Kyle. And Leslie was like, oh, Dr. Kyle from Nicole's stable of men. Eva be like, oh, mama. Because you know you can't stop Leslie from doing what she gonna do. She's like, oh, from Nicole's stable of men. He's like, are you a friend of hers? She says, no, but we once shared something in common. Child, Leslie's so doggone messy. Now, Kat warns Deanna that Joey is dangerous and she needs to remember that while she's doing all this scheming again on. Isaiah walks in and Kat immediately tells him that he should be a model because that would free him from all his other entanglement. Now, my question was, Catherine, didn't this man ask you to stop making comments about his girlfriend in the negative? And Catherine, is it okay for you to still be bad mouthing this man too about his woman, especially when your sister sent your man back over there to you and she didn't bad mouth you? But I know you don't know that. But see, this is where we keep talking about. But see, Cat, no, Cat is catty. Y'all don't like that she's spoiled and entitled, but she is. She only mean and nasty to Eva. Is Eva standing here? Did somebody mention Eva? I don't think so. The man just walked in and said, hi. You need to your entanglements. Eva's his entanglement. But Isaiah let that slide. You better than me, because I would have got her together. You don't talk about my man to me, even if he ain't no good. Let me do the talking. You just nod your head and say, okay, that's all you do. Okay. Now, I mean, unless y'all don't see it as cat starting nothing, because I saw it as cat starting some mess. And being yet again. Was this the third, fourth time? I'm just asking now, because y'all be liking to get amnesia when it come down to Catherine. But anyway, we learned that Deanna's school counselor is Isaiah. And oh, you know what? Deanna was looking at him kind of starry-eyed. But you know, if you had a teacher this fine, you might be looking at him like, hey, Mr. Isaiah. Okay. Now, Kat has questions. Chelsea wonders if doing the live stream with Eva was a mistake. Because, hold on. Chelsea wonders if doing the live stream with Eva was a mistake because of what's happening with Kat. Naomi tells her not to be backpedaling for Kat. You ain't got to bag off of how you feel for nobody. Don't let nobody be pushing you around. You your own person, girl. Stand on what you saying. And Chelsea was looking at her like, girl, you all right? Because, I mean, that's a pretty strong opinion coming from, I ain't even said nothing that deep, girl. You done went on in. Are you all right? She was like, okay, you know what? I might have to tell the truth. I was thinking about something else. Now, back at Danny's house, Andre done got up out the bed and he in there looking at that champagne thing and that note again. And Danny walked in and she's like, you know, for someone who didn't want any of this champagne, you sure are obsessed with that bottle. I'm like, and he is. And is. He says he was just wondering who sent it. You know, seeing you lying. You already know who sent it. Why you lying? Why you got the lie, Craig? You already know who sent it. But Danny shrugs it off and she leaves to go meet Nicole. As soon as she walks out, Andre picks up that bottle and starts looking and thinking again. You trying to figure out how to get in touch with her, ain't you? I don't know why you trying to figure out how she got in touch with you because you married an international star. And Dupree. So, I mean, she ain't that hard to find. She ain't that hard to find. Now, I know you wondering if whoever this is done came all the way back from Paris looking for you. And we waiting to see too, okay? We want to know too. Bonjour. Parlez-vous français? Okay, we want to know too. Andre. Okay. But anyway, Leslie tells Noah that connections matter. And if you connected to Kyle, then Kyle is connected to the Duprees. Maybe that helps the clinic out one day. Who else do you know? Who you dating? Who your girlfriend? Eva's like, Mama, you can't be asking her. She's like, I didn't ask him nothing personal. Girl, be quiet. Who you know? Because you know part of this job will involve fundraising for the clinic. And the more you know, the better we do. So who you know? Okay. Noah says, No, I'm not dating anybody yet, but I'm of good character. And I think that should count for something. Eva asks, how's he going to balance music and work? Because she knows that the music is going to take a back seat to their job. Um, and that was a good question that she asked. You know, Eva po thing. These were her expressions when her mama got started. Lord, oh my God, what? Eva was sick of her mama, just sick. But you know, you can't do nothing with her again. Back at Orphe Jeans, Deanna excused herself from talking to Kat and went over into a booth and started talking to her daddy on the telephone. So while she over there having a full-fledged conversation with her daddy, Isaiah walked over and he was like, Are you all right? Do you need some, are you all right? So I was like, mm, mm, mm. I don't know how you gonna explain this one, girl, but I'm waiting to see. Now, Andre sees Kat sitting in the orphanage, so he sits down and starts talking to her about Danny wanting to do this interview. Kat tells him that if he doesn't want to be in the spotlight, don't let nobody push you into doing nothing. Because you know that's the page Kat on right now anyway. Don't let nobody make you do nothing you don't want to do, okay? Nicole and Danny meet up and they talk about Ted's comment regarding Kyle and Carlton. Nicole realizes that she probably has favored Kyle. And Danny's like, well, girl, you have. He has been all up and through. Nicole is like, but I feel bad though because I didn't mean to treat Carlton badly. I didn't mean to do that. Girl, listen, sidebar. Carlton knew what it was when he signed up for this program, okay? Carlton already know what it was. He took his chances. He wanted to gamble. Maybe he lost, maybe he won, but it looked like he lost, poor thing. Ted and Shanice talk, and she apologized for telling Kyle they said, I love you. Girl, you are full of it. Girl, you know that you told this man that because you wanted it to get back to Nick O. Do not play like you didn't want Nick O to know about it. You wanted the word to get out, girl, because when E.F. Hutton talks, girl, everybody listen. Don't play. Think you be on purpose for that super sticker? Child, when I tell you this girl here, girl, you already know what you wanted it to. You already know what you wanted it to get, girl. You wanted it to get out. Loose lips sink ships. If you didn't want nobody to know, well, there was no reason for anybody to know that you and Teddy done said the love thing. But you running around the hospital. It's a love thing. Do 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 do. It's a love thing. Thing. You should have kept your mouth closed. Ted said everything worked out because it led to a good conversation with Nicole. Shanice jokes that maybe she should spread more gossip then. Girl, sidebar, let me tell you something. I want you to listen to me real good, Shanice, when I tell you this. Now, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, girl. But Ted gonna hurt you. He just ain't gonna mean to hurt you. And I'm gonna keep on telling you this, girl, because I want you to be prepared, girl. Ted gonna hurt you, girl. He gonna hurt you. But he's not gonna mean it. And remember to really concentrate on that part. He not gonna mean it, but you gonna get it, girl. You are. Hey, Linda, you're gonna get it, man. Baby, you gonna get beat over the head. You know what? Let me see. Where's this thing at? Hold on. I got something for you. Let me see if I can find this thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this thing. I got to find it for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Situation. The Oh, hold on. Let me find it now. Yeah, here you go. Here you go, right here. I mean, I'm gonna get this so I can upload it for you, girl, because I need to put this in here for you. Because, girl, I'm trying to warn you. I'm trying to let you know what's gonna happen to you. And I'm not celebrating over it, girl. I don't want nothing to happen to you, but it's gonna happen because you just should have let him took his time. You should have let him took his time, but you didn't. I know you excited about love and all of that, but girl, you can't rush in. See, fools rush in with a wide spirit of tread. You can't just jump in there like that. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I'll come back to that later because I'm gonna get to tell you again. But hold on. Now Naomi, where's it? What picture am I at? Where is it lit up? Is this the one? Nope, not that one. Give me a second. Okay, this one. Now Naomi tells Chelsea she's still spinning from dropping the BRCA news on the family. She explains how Danny reacted to the possible double mastectomy news, and then she even went and told Grand on her. She was like, "Girl, she did not go and tell Grand on you." What? That was dirty. She said, "Yeah, but Grant said that she ain't about to force me to do nothing and she gonna get on mama for that." And they was like, "Okay then." Now, Naomi said she'll wait Danny out because eventually she'll come around. Wait, hold on. Naomi says she'll wait Danny out because eventually she'll come around. Nicole feels guilty. I don't know what that meant. Nicole feels guilty because Carlton probably stayed patient thinking he'd eventually win her over, she said. She said, "But take care of yourself first, sissy. Take care of yourself, girl. Don't worry about them. These grown men around here, girl. You ain't Don't worry about him. Worry about you." That's what Danny told her. Worry about you. Don't be worried about that. Now, Kat tells Andre that Danny may understand if he simply tells her he wants to stay out of the spotlight. I mean, think about Dolly Parton's husband. She loved. Now that's the truth, though. That was true. Dolly Parton loved her husband some awful. She loved that man. But baby, we didn't see that man. We don't know nothing about that man. That man was none of our business. Dolly Parton loved him up until the day he left her. And we still don't know nothing about that man. Because it wasn't none of our business. And she was like, "Just tell her you want to be like that. You want to be in the background. You want to be the background to the foreground of everything. Let her know that." But Andre was still sitting up there looking rattled. Because he don't want to do this. I don't understand. You married to a high profile person, so it's not like people don't know who she is that you married to. It's been all up in the on the papers. I mean, I don't get it. But okay, we'll find out. Maybe it's a friend of Danny's or something. I mean, it's got to be something else to it. Is it somebody already in town? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure it out. Excuse me, y'all. I was drinking some water. I'm trying to figure it out. Now, Deanna explains a way to Isaiah. She's like, "Oh, let me tell you. What had happened was I just got off a phone call that was a little stressful. And then when I had got off the phone call that was stressful, that caused me. I hope y'all can hear this air conditioning in the back. They got a little warm and have to turn it on for a second." So she's like, "See, I was on a stressful phone call. And then after that, I just, was looking at a picture of my father that helped calm me down. That's all." He was like, "I tell you what, though, now, if you ever need somebody to talk to, like the man said in Five Heartbeats, oh, Eleanor, if you should ever need somebody to talk to." Child, that's what he told her. If you ever need somebody to speak to, because I know Isaiah don't want to say it right now, but girl, Isaiah saw you over here talking to that picture. You know what you was doing. But he was like, "Okay, but let me know." She was like, "Oh no, I will. I'm good. I'm good." All right then, girl. Now Eva tells Noah he may not be the best fit, and Leslie completely disagrees. She's like, I like him. I think he gonna be a good fit. Derek didn't have that much experience either. Now, did he? She was like, "Well, no, he didn't." She was like, "Right. So we're going to hire him anyway, right?" And Eva quietly objects, but Leslie overrules her. She believes that he will be a quick study. Eva agrees through gritted teeth. "You're right, Mama. I think he'll be good too." Eva gets home and she starts venting to Isaiah. But something else I wanted to point out is that when her mama started getting on her nerve, she grabbed her side over there. I think your mama done exacerbated your situation, honey, because she started grabbing her side a lot while she was in here with her mama. So she gets home and she's telling Isaiah about what happened. And Isaiah was like, well, I think she may have a point, Eva, though. You're trying to find an exact replacement for Derek, and you're not going to find one. So maybe you should give the guy a chance. I mean, like she said, he didn't have no experience either, and he turned out to be good for the job. So let's give him a chance. And she was like, you know what? You're right. There's a difference in somebody talking to you about something and strong arming you into it, though. Which is why people may feel like Kat felt the way she did about giving up that liver, because everybody felt like they strong arm Kat into doing that instead of just letting her make up her mind on her own. Even though this is not exactly the same thing, but I'm just saying, it could be. Because y'all couldn't have pushed me into doing it. I got to think about this thing. I ain't never been cut on. I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, Noah walks into Orphe Jeans and sees Deanna and pays her back with interest. She gave him $20. He probably gave her 25 or 40. Okay. So she's smiling because she likes her some Noah, baby. She likes Noah. Ted and Shanice, or Ted, is really planning a trip to New York, dinner, theater, shopping. But she wants to do something simpler. So Ted says, well, I'll charter a private boat instead. That's nice. People be want to get on the boat, not me. No, that's it. No. But I take the dinner and theater and shopping. I will. I don't need to be on no boat. No, thank you. But y'all go ahead on. So Ted was like, yeah, I'll do that instead. She loves that idea. So, she's happy. But Shanice, Ted is going to end up hurting you, girl, even though he ain't going to mean it, girl. I'm just letting you know, girl. I'm trying to tell you. You ain't listening, girl. Now, Danny and Nicole toast each other. Things are looking good for the Dupree girls at the moment. Kat arrives over at Uptown and she pissed because she ain't had no idea Chelsea was going to be up in there. And I got to look at what happened because I want to get this part right. I don't like lying on Kat because y'all get too sensitive around here by Catherine. Oh my God, how could you say that about Catherine? Catherine didn't say that. She said it, not or. Oh my God, don't be picking on Catherine. Okay, so hold on just a minute. Let me find it. I usually have it queued up already. I was looking at it earlier, so I don't know why. Let me see if it's still in here. Did I close it? I did. Okay, let me find it. Okay, is my air conditioning loud? Let me know, y'all. I'm supposed to have noise cancellation, so let's see if that's working or no. Let me know if you hear that air conditioning in the background. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to look it up because it's not in my list. Y'all be just conveniently not putting Beyond the Gates in my thing, even though I'm over here clicking it in almost every day. You're bogus. Okay, view details. Resume episode. Did you just say 7? Baby. Nobody said nothing about no episode 7. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's season 1, no matter. Okay, season 2. Give me a second. Can't hear your air conditioning. Good. Because I be turning it off, but it's hot right now. Right now, it's pretty hot to me. Hold on, please. I'm almost there. 134. Okay. For the copyright people, I'm not trying to play anything that does not belong to me, but I do claim the use of the protection of the Fair Right Act use of 1976 for fair use for teaching, reproving, and setting things straight. I love saying that, Linda. But anyway, I'm not trying to claim that I own anything. And in fact, I'm not even trying to play anything over here. So if you happen to overhear anything, it is by mistake and I do not claim to own it. This is those people's stuff, not mine. I just simply want to comment on this stuff so that we can discuss it, make sure we have things accurate. Okay, give me a second. Let me turn on the captions. All right, so Kat walks into Uptown not knowing that Chelsea's going to be there because Naomi done texted her and told her, girl, come meet me over here at Uptown. We ain't hung out in a minute. So Kat walks in and she's like, oh my God. So let's get the script right. Okay, can we? Okay, I guess we got to sit through the last few seconds of the girls. Here's to the Dupree girls. Here's to the Duprees. Okay, she goes, really, Naomi? You cousin bomb me? Chelsea's like, Kat, I had no part in this. She says, only way I could make you two. Hold on. Hold on. Because why is my writing so small? Nope. I want the normal speed. Why is my caption so small? They're not usually this small. Do y'all know? Okay, wait. Subtitles. Okay, English. Okay, well, for some reason it's really small today. So anyway, she said the only way you all gonna make up if you talk to each other. Chelsea said, apparently I already said too much in my live stream. Kat says, nope, I will not be painted as the irrational villain yet again. See, Kat done told y'all she not gonna be painted as the irrational villain up in here again. So Kat don't need nobody to come in here and speak for her. Kat done told y'all she addressing y'all through the TV and done told y'all she not gonna be painted as the irrational villain yet again. Chelsea was like, no one's calling you a villain. But come on, Kat. How can you slam me for doing only what you asked me to do? You asked me to do what I did. She said, you're not seeing the big picture. I was backed into a corner. My only option was to let Eva pass away and forever be known as some kind of murderer, or give up a piece of my body for someone that cannot stand. She says, but you're a hero for what you did, though, girl. You a hero. You're a hero. She said, you a hero. She said, all Eva had to do was wake up with a shiny new liver. She never knew the hours. She never knew she was hours away from passing away. Also, Kat, what you saying is that Eva didn't have no story to tell. I didn't even realize you said this stupidity, girl. Catanators, I don't know how y'all gonna take up for this now. I don't know how y'all gonna take up for this foolishness now. Cause this girl done said she ain't had to do nothing. She ain't do nothing but just lay there. She didn't even know she was about to leave out of here. Never had the stress of facing surgery. I did. All Eva did was lay there. But yet you kept praising her for being so brave when yet she didn't do nothing. She did nothing. Now I'm serious now. If there's an explanation for, a spin on this to see it as that's not that bad, then I need somebody to come through on Friday night and speak up for her because, child, again, all I can hear is a tantrum. I'm not saying she's not a horrible person. She's a brat. And what I'm hearing is yet again another tantrum. She didn't even do anything. She just laid there nearly dying. She wasn't even awake to know she was dying. So how was she being brave? I was being brave. Not to say you weren't being brave, but I was being brave. Because I was the one that was here and was scared and had to make the decision. She didn't do nothing but lay there and almost die. Why are we talking about Marsha? Anyway. They said, I had no idea that's how you were feeling. Thanks. Eva was lying there. Okay, so Chelsea had the audacity to come back and, hey, Sean B, Chelsea done had the audacity to fire back and said, Eva was just laying there because that's all she could do. And telling her story to the entire internet took courage. If you had just joined us, I would have sung your praises too. Marsha. Jan, I mean. So the whole world, and I would have told the whole world how heroic you were for being so unselfish. But you wouldn't even let me say your doggone name. Because I want all of this behind me, Kat says. She says, Kat, I'm sorry you have organ donor's remorse. But this is not on me. Naomi trying, and then we need you to be quiet. She says to Chelsea, though, I understand how you're feeling. Oh, Kat about to lose it. She said, you set up this meeting. You have to choose a side. That's right, because I'm in the middle of throwing a tantrum, ma'am. And when I'm in here throwing a tantrum, you got to either be with me, you could get with this, or you could get with that. You could get with this, or you could get with that. I said that you could get with this, or you could get with that, because you could get with this, or you could get with that, but you can't do both. You can't do both. You ain't about to straddle the fence. You either going to be on my team or her team. Pick. Mm. Okay. That shut you up, didn't it? Okay, now let's get around to what had happened here with let me get to the next pictures. The ladies are talking again. The two sisters are talking. I think that I want to listen to this part again too, though. Hold on. Okay, so Leslie walks up and because Nicole had just said the best is yet to come, sissy. And then Leslie walks up and goes, "You rang." They said, "Keep it moving. We were having a nice time." That's what Danny said. "Keep it moving. We were having a nice time." And then Leslie's like, "Oh, I wanted to drop some knowledge on Nicole." She said, "Positive. I don't need it." Baby, let me tell you something. Nicole was with it today. Nicole was with it today. Light skin hood, Nicole showed up today, baby. Nicole was like, "I'm positive I don't need to hear nothing from you, half. Okay." She said, "You might not be, but your vanilla latte Kyle will." Nah, Leslie. Kyle, he'll be interested. I just hired his son to manage my free clinic. She said, "Good for him. He's as very bit as fine as his daddy." You know, I was a bit confused though. I told him about your flighty dating style. So does that mean that you're going back to being Miss Prim and Proper with just one man? Or are you still naughty Nicky? Now, Leslie Dina. Leslie Dana Anna Sherry Lulu. You ain't got to be in here starting all this mess. But we love it. We do. She said, "Is naughty Nikki still in the house?" Ooh. Danny picked up that butter knife. Girl, not a butter knife. At least it's gold. She picked up that gold plated butter knife and she said, "Keep talking to my sister like that. I dare you. I double dog dare you." You see, but that's the problem. You ain't said double dog. You got to say I double dog dare. You see, it's only when you double dog dare somebody do it really count. You can't just dare people. You got to say I double dog dare you, Danny, if you want it to be, you standing on business. You got to double. You ain't double dog. You didn't double dog. I'm disappointed that you didn't. You should have double dog. And then she took the knife and bit it. Y'all know Danny is a little touched too, though. Danny touched. She is. She touched. Okay, now back over at Ted's office. Here come Andre. He said, "I should have texted you." He says, "No, I don't mind a drive back. Come on in, sit down." Andre said, "Well, that makes one of us." He's like, "Yeah, what's going on? I could use your take on something." He's like, "Hey, lay it on me." And then right as he about to lay it on it, here come in love Shanice, all up and through, disturbing our groove. Girl, we are in the middle of some heavy duty foolishness, and you in here monking it up for everybody. We was just about to get down to the good part, and here you come in here, want to interrupt talking about this doggone trip we don't care nothing about, because he gonna break your heart, girl. He is, girl. Ted gonna break your heart. But the good part is what, y'all? He ain't gonna mean it. He ain't gonna mean it. He ain't gonna mean to. It's just gonna happen to you. That's all. That's all. And when it's all said and done, here's what I want you to remember, Shanice. I want you to remember this picture right here. How you look leaving a situation the Holy Spirit clearly told you not to get involved in. Shanae, look, Shanae. You look like this now, girl. Going in. That's how you look when you be going into love. But when love get through kick, hold on for a second, please. Hello? All right, sorry. I got to be interrupted every time I'm trying to do something here, and it's agitating at times. All right, so anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so listen. So Shanice is looking like this right now, right? And I'm happy for you that this is how you feel right now. But baby, when love get through stomping up your back, you gonna be looking just like this thing right here. You is. You gonna be wishing you had never seen the name Ted. You ain't gonna want nobody to say the name Ted. You ain't gonna want to know nothing about Ted. You gonna be mad, girl. You gonna be mad. See, this is the after effects of love. When somebody done told you leave it alone. When somebody done told you leave it alone, Shanice girl, but this your future profile picture. So go ahead on. Take it in, sis. Anyway, she came in and she was like, so I've checked the calendar and there are 3 weeks that I can take off. We just need to coordinate our Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see Andre sitting there. Excuse me. I hope I'm not interrupting anything heavy. Girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. You don't walk up in no room talking first. You're supposed to always look in there and see what's going on. He a doctor. Anybody could have been in here. Nicole could have been in here, and you need to respect that. What if Leslie had been in here? You in here checking your schedule. You need to put your head in and find out what's going on. Find out what's going on first, little girl. But anyway, go ahead on. See what else I have. He said, Andre's about to fill me in on something. I hope you still are. If you would get out, he could. Okay, so now, what's her name is taking this money from the little boy, and she's like, "Where you get this money from?" Girl, I know you wasn't in here trying to low key call this boy no thief or nothing. She's like, "Where you get the money from?" He was like, "Well, I wait, hold on, let me see what he said because he answered it." She said, "Where you get the money?" He said, "My dad, but I'm done freeloading. I just got a job, a new gig." He said, "It's a day job. I did the interview because my dad was pushing me and I got the job." She's like, "Oh, congrats." He says, "I know I should be more grateful. It's just that I mainly got my business degree to buy time. I thought I would have made it by now. But honestly, when they told me I was hired," he said, "part of me was relieved because he know he need a couple dollars. Because then he don't have to rely on his daddy and he can have lunch with pretty women." She said, "I feel you. I don't exactly dream of being like one of those selling sunset women either. Like, I ain't trying to sell real estate either. I'm just working for my mama for the summers to spy on her boyfriend because I can't stand him." She ain't said it, but that's what she doing. He says 40 hours a week sounds soul crushing, but she's like, "What you gonna do?" He said, "I'm managing a free clinic." She said, "The Phoenix Street free clinic?" He said, "Yeah, you know it." She's like, "Yeah, it's dedicated to my dad." Oh, I guess that means y'all gonna think that's the reason why y'all supposed to like each other. Oh my God. He working at the clinic for my dad. Therefore, it must be that I'm supposed to be talking to him. Oh my God. Child, whatever. All right. So Isaiah is checking in with Eva. He's like, "Do you have energy left for me?" He says, "I just want to take you out to where it all began." She's like, "Uptown? I remember rolling up and seeing you with a book thinking, dang, he fine and smart." He said, "The second we locked eyes, I knew you was special, girl." She's like, "Tell me more." He said, "For real, I was still dealing with whatever with Yolanda, but something just clicked on with you. I didn't know stuff like that happened outside of rom-com rooms." She says, "Are you saying that you just failed?" He was like, "Yeah." She's like, "There's always a preview to get you in the right frame of mind." Oh, I see what she's talking about now. I missed that. So he touched her side, sort of like they went to kiss, and she grabbed her side again. But Eva, why you lie to Isaiah about this? Okay, so back to these kids. He was like, "Doug McBride is your dad?" He said, "I saw him on a plaque when I, went by there. He must have been a great man." She said he was the best father in the world. He didn't deserve to lose his life the way he did, which was in a car accident. He said similar with my mom because she lost her life to a heart attack. So they decide that they're gonna, be friends. Oh yeah, he gave her $25, so he gave her $5 extra. He put $5 on it. He put $5 on it. He asked her, did she have plans tonight? I'm glad. I'm glad somebody asked you out, girl, because you need something to do other than talking to the picture of your daddy. And please, on the date, don't go in there talking to your dad on the phone, asking him how he like him and stuff. Don't do that. Because if that boy catch you doing all this, it's gonna be over. Then you're gonna turn crazy. And then you ain't gonna be on the show no more because they're going to lock you up in the rubber room. So don't do that, girl. He was like, I want to get to know you better. I'm new here, so I'm definitely open to suggestions. I think this is a new cast member. He's staying. Okay, so Eva gets up and decides to tell Isaiah that nothing's wrong. She getting ready to go ahead and put her clothes on and get cute. He was like, but we ain't gotta go if you don't want to go. Because I don't want you doing anything strenuous. She's like, no, I feel fine. Something tell me we're gonna end up at the hospital though. Maybe them stitches done busted open from all that rehab. She was like, prepare to be dazzled. You should have just told him, girl. Okay, now let's go back to the girls arguing down to the uptown. Naomi's like, there's no right, there's no wrong here. She said, I kind of agree with Kat. You made us lay out our grievance. Now tell her why I'm right and she wrong. She said, nope, I'm not saying nothing. So now they start talking to each other. She said, you two need a common enemy. So that's the reason why I wanted to take your frustrations out on me. So now you're not mad at each other no more. They was like, see, you sneaky Naomi. So the fight over? Okay. It seems like they are through fighting. They do love each other though. They was like, it ain't like we weren't gonna make up anyway. We may as well just cut to the chase. Kat rolls her eyes because Kat knows she's throwing a tantrum. All is well in the world. The girls love each other again. Okay, so Shanice is saying she gonna leave, which I wish you would get out. Okay, now he in here lying to me. I was just about to tell him about an interview that Danny booked. You know, Shanice, I like you, girl, but right now I can't stand you because you came in here and busted up something that we needed to know. Unfortunately, often donor recipients can develop an infection. Oh, okay. Okay, so he don't end up saying nothing. Again, everybody tell him you got it. It's gonna be all right. But see, if he would tell y'all the real reason why he don't want to do the interview, then you probably wouldn't say that. Okay, so now Andre being nosy. What made y'all finally pull the trigger? Shanice want him to know. Hold on. Let me ask y'all something. Outside of your best friend and like your close friends, do you feel the need to tell everybody that somebody told you they love you? Because I don't. Do y'all? That ain't none of your business. Cause see, I could be walking around looking like that scraggly dog on that picture too, talking stuff too soon. But do y'all? Is that normal to just walk around going? He said he loved me. My boyfriend said he loved me. Hey y'all, everybody at work. My boyfriend said he loved me. I just don't know. Is that normal? Is that not normal? Because I'm not following. Do people do that? Is that a thing? Let me know. But Ted again is like, I'm head over heels in love with this woman, and thankfully she loves me back. Shanice, let me tell you something. Ted is gonna hurt you, girl. But he's not gonna mean it. That's the part we want you to remember. I want to keep on reiterating that to you. He's not gonna mean it. He ain't gonna mean to hurt you, girl, but you gonna get hurt. You gonna get bopped upside the head of love. Baby, love gonna stomp up one side of you and it's gonna stomp back down the other side. It's gonna beat you down like you on a football field. That's the way it's gonna be when Ted and them get through with you. Between Ted, Leslie, and Nicole, girl, you can't win. You can't win. And I like you. And I hope you recover enough to let Carlton love you because that's a good man, Savannah. Let Carlton love you. All right, let's get on. Okay, I don't care about you and Danny having love sneak up on y'all. Okay. Now let's get to this scene with the girls down to the country club. Cause after Danny done got up and grabbed that butter knife, Leslie threw her purse on the table because you know Leslie likes to scrap. So she was like, I'm long overdue to check a HO. Who said that? Hold on. Wait, who said that? Who said these words? Okay, so then Leslie said, "You want some of this itty bitty?" And then Leslie said, it's been a while since I made a scene up in the country club. Sidebar, Danny, it ain't been that long, girl, because you and Bill made quite a scene around here. You and Bill made quite a scene around here, ma'am, up in that elevator. Just don't nobody know yet. So that's not exactly true. But anyway, she said it's been a while since I made a scene around this country club. I'm long overdue to check a HO, she said. Oh, my. Her sister jumped up. She was like, Danny, stop. Why you gotta stop her? Let these people discuss this the way they need to discuss it. Nicole, stay out of people's business. She said, I got this. Nicole was like, I got this, Danny. You can sit down. She put the knife down. Leslie says, you know what? I don't even know why we even have to fight at all. I mean, your daughter gave mine a chunk of a liver. So why can't mothers just come to some common ground? She said, Leslie said, Nicole said, you are so transparent, Leslie. You don't want my friendship? And then Danny was like you'd ever get it. So then Naomi said, no, I keep getting their names mixed up. Nicole said, you are here digging in my business because you are obsessed with me. And deep down, you are clinging on to hope that Ted will take you back. But please, allow me to give you some advice, sweetheart. Give up once and for all. She said, why? That nurse ain't nothing but a placeholder, Leslie said. Leslie said she ain't nothing but a placeholder. And then Nicole said, Ted told me himself that he is all in with Shanice. They're in love. And baby, when she said that, this was everybody's face at the same time. Ted told me him and Shanice are in love. Danny was like, what? Leslie was like, what did you say? Then, it was a scene. It was a scene. Ooh, baby. She done told you that the cards have been counted. It is over. Ted is in love with Shanice. That Shanice is the only one. And Leslie, I bet you heard that. I bet you heard that. Well, that was the way it ended, y'all. It ended with them about to get into a scrape. For once, Leslie was speechless. And Nicole, you won that round, baby. Ding, 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 ding. You won, sis. You won. You won. Let me read a few of these comments before I get ready to get out of here. Let me see how far up I gotta go. Oh, y'all been in here talking up a storm. Again, Be On Purpose, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that so very much. Nick wants to keep dipping. Stevie Wonder can see that Shanice is headed for a heartbreak. I'm proud of Eva talking to keep the interview with Noah professional in spite of Leslie pissing her off, pulling her unprofessional shenanigans. If Eva could just finally blow up on that clown instead of the mama whining. I was thinking about it today. We all really have to keep remembering this is Eva's mother. This is not her friend. This is not a neighbor. This is not even a distant relative. This is her mother. And with mothers, no matter what happens, there's a certain decorum you try hard to keep with them. So, maybe Eva's just not disrespectful like that. Maybe Eva's just not that kind of, she don't have that kind of backbone, if you would, to be talking to her mama sideways. This is her mother. And not everybody could be like, I could say to my mom. Everybody can't. Some people they're not going to do that, even though as wrong as she may be. But it's gonna come though. But I don't think that's gonna be easy for her. Side note: Leslie is gonna land in the clinic in deep boom after her lack of knowledge and professionalism. Erica J says, "Hey, Miss J Moz and BTG family. Hey, Erica. The clinic is gonna get sued." Well, it's not like he don't know nothing because he does have a degree and that would help him in this area. So it's not like he don't know nothing. He knows just about as much as Derek did. I like Chelsea's little black and white polka dot. I thought that was cute too. I knew Andre was allegedly too good to be true. Non-stop smashing does not a true relationship make. Well, that's all they can do. They ain't got nothing else in common. That boy too young. I hope Noah screws up big time. They better not put Eva back in the hospital with this liver again, but you see it's coming. Leslie needs to be removed from Eva's equation. No more illness storylines. We need real drama. That's what I keep saying. We sick of being down to the hospital. Is this General Hospital behind the gates or what? I think Eva is going to reject that liver. Oh, goody. Something else for Kat to screw to hate Eva for. Why would she hate her for it? I mean, if it failed, it failed. I love the water, but not being stuck on a boat. Yeah, no, I'm not for that either. Okay, that's about the air conditioner. Sean B says hello to you guys. Now, to this scene, once again, Kat was insufferable and annoying. Yeah. She was just being spoiled, in my opinion. She was being a spoiled brat. I wish that Naomi and Chelsea stood on business. That doesn't negate her feelings, but you can. Everybody can have feelings about stuff. How you react to it is how you react to it. And Kat is a brat. She's bratty at times. I'm choosing a side. Kat doesn't dislike Eva. She told Deanna she hates Eva. Did she say that today? I missed that. Friday's fish fries gonna be good. How is it even possible to defend Kat's nonsense this week? Well, you sit back and behold. Even Erica J. Yes, Friday fish is going to be on fire. The fish fry is going to be on fire. Well, see, what it is that sometimes what people are defending, or it's kind of like with Eva. I understood some of the things Eva did due to her background, and maybe they understand what she's doing because they equate it all back to she was wronged, she lost a family. Eva gaslit her. Eva did this, Eva did that. The family did this, that, and therefore that's why she's reacting this way. Same thing can happen to somebody else and they don't choose to act bratty, but she's being a brat. So much for seeing Eva's side, because clearly the only side that matters is Kat. God forbid you don't understand. Nicole sucked the air out of Leslie's cells today. She did. I love this scene with the three of them. It was good. I'm so over this Kat Eva crap. I feel like I was gaslit by writers and was. I just wish they would find some other two people to dislike each other, because this is just getting to be too much. Just asking for it. Danny got the Vaseline and sneakers. Oh, yeah. And she had the butter knife. Please run that filthy, tacky, vulgar clown off the road. You know what? Don't say that. We don't want that to happen to her. Kat was not that bad, Var said. Varsi, here you come with the frackernacker. The funny thing is not even Eva versus Kat. It's one-sided, just Kat versus the world. Ooh. I don't really care for Nicole anymore, but I was so rooting for her in this scene. Yeah. Well, I see. I'm not mad at Nicole either. Nicole is very buttoned up. Let her be buttoned down sometimes. I mean, she on everybody's nerve, but Danny is touched and not by an angel. Mm-hmm. Nicole got so much pleasure telling Leslie Ted told her he's in love with Shanice. She did, as she should have. Yes, Sean, I'm sick of it too. Sick of seeing it. Sick of talking about it. The writer's seeking it is to keep. Instead of writing these characters realistically, Kat has completely regressed. But again, as I told you, sometimes improvement is not a straight line. Sometimes you go forward to go backwards and go backwards to go forward. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward and 1 back, and then 3 steps forward and 2 back, and 1. It's a slow progression, but I think she's getting there. She's growing up. Growing is not easy. Okay, Linda, they loved your comment. So nobody knocks anymore. Y'all are still working. Wait a minute. So nobody's knocking anymore. Oh yeah. So yeah, she just walked in there. She's like, "Hey Ted, I got it open." Maybe because she had just seen him going in, and she didn't see Andre go. Jasmine is fired up today, and I'm here for it. Yeah, Jasmine ain't playing today. Yep. versus cat versus the whole world, big old world from sea to shining sea. Oh Lord, poor widow hat wearing teens. Girl, they gonna be ready for you Friday, Jasmine. Don't y'all be trying to put this stuff on me on Friday now. Miss Jen, no, you didn't. I went to the clinic. I'd have to turn around with a 19-year-old and no experience running it. Recipe for disaster. It could be. Grabbing her side is not good sign for Eva. Nope. How do you think thank Eva for steering your dumb man back in your direction and then diss Eva for her man? And I don't know. I didn't understand the dissing, her to Isaiah again. He got extra because I mean, I know y'all not gonna like this. You're not. I know some of y'all not gonna like this, but the way Kat acts, she acts like she's jealous of Eva. Why though? She's the rich one. She's been raised by both her parents all her life. She's lived the enriched life. But Kat has a jealousy toward Eva. It's not hate, it's jealousy. Envy. Espresso turns mocha turns latte. Unfortunately, often donor recipients can develop an infection. This Kat and Eva thing has motivated so much anger to the fans. I'm sure it is. Eva is rejecting that liver. Grown folks don't move that way. She's not grown yet. She's grown in number, but Kat is not grown in life. You got to give Kat a minute. Like, give Kat a beat. Okay. Jasmine, I hope not. They can give crisis. They can give something some other way. No, that's weird to me. Yes, it is, Miss Lil. I would never be friends with someone like that. You can't drown in your feelings all by yourself. Be on purpose says, I would maybe tell close friends, okay, yeah, I ain't gonna be running around telling anybody he loved me. He said he loved me because child, that's a long road. You gotta walk back with something go to the left. That's like on Facebook, right? Once you put us in your relationship and post them and we comment and we, oh my God, I hope it works. Oh my Lord, y'all got engaged. And then something happened and then you want to go quiet and start talking about respect y'all privacy. That's our relationship now. When you brought it to the internet, it was ours. Okay? We done looked at the man. We done been over to his page. We done assessed with whether or not if we think he's some good or not. We looking at all the women in the pictures. Tell the truth. Y'all know this what we do. I ain't even got to know you. Once you post up and it's like an ongoing saga with the relationship. We broke up, we together. I like him today, I don't. We're vested in this thing. So don't be trying to put us, the people on Facebook, out of the situation because this all our relationship now. All our relationship. And that's what happened when you be telling everybody, he loved me, he loved me, he loved me. Then you want nobody to know about the part when he said he don't no more. Mm-hmm. The writers won't let this dog drop the bone. Nope. Miss Lil said, I lost my appetite for arguing about Cat. Don't argue about Cat. Just talk about what you like. And then if somebody says something different, then I ain't got to comment on that. Hopefully this Friday, Miss Lil, Jasmine, we can all chat about this week. Oh, Sean B says she wants to come up. So she's going to try to be there Friday. I don't want to spend all Friday night on this cat crap. Now, y'all, I hope it's not storming Friday night because for some reason I think we got storms Friday night. Let me look. Is it Friday and Saturday or is it Saturday and Sunday? Let me take a peek for y'all. Okay, so far it's just saying rain. If it's rain, that's good. But baby, we had some storms came through here. It wasn't right by me, but some storms in the Chicagoland area that was not playing. People's houses blown down, trees down everywhere. Power. I mean, it looked like something out of a movie. Paint stripped off people's cars. It was crazy. Nicole cracked both Danny and Nicole face. She did. Sean, you probably right. I take full responsibility. Kat has deep-seated jealousy toward Eva, Linda says. Lightning Storm says Kat is jealous of Eva's relative happiness. Kat has money, but money didn't buy her happiness. Yeah. I was talking about Shanice and Ted when I talked about grown folks. Oh, okay. Perhaps Kat is jealous of Eva because she has a close relationship with her mama and she's not that close to her mama. Now, I think Kat is close to her mother. I don't think Kat's not close to her mother. I never agree with that. She's got horrible parents and they ain't never there for her. I don't agree with that at all. Not moving like that. Okay, now there's something to take a deep dive into. Kat's alleged jealousy of her hood rat accidental human half sister. You know, sometimes people are just jealous of something, whatever that something is, that you exist, that I never had to share space with my daddy, and now I do. That he's calling you sweetheart and daughter. He's never said the word daughter to anyone but me. Outside of my mama, he's never said baby or sweetheart to anybody but me. Oh, and Leslie. Leslie. Okay. But it could just be that. It could just be that you breathe and you have space in her space. Does it make sense to be jealous of those things? Yes, it does. Especially when it's just dropped out of the sky on you. But it still doesn't negate the fact that you are a spoiled brat. At times. Most of the time, a lot of times, you're a spoiled brat. So now you just throwing tantrums, But like I said, I'm hoping that Kat grows up. I always say this. I hope that Kat continues to mature and that she grows away from this. Not just this, but even with the way she handles things in life, like even with Tomas. I love you, I don't. I want you, I don't. Come away, go away. I don't want to marry you. Move in with me. I'm gonna pay all the bills. Why you got to put $10 on? Let's just hope that she continues to grow up. I do not think the Kat is evil. I do not think the Kat is a horrible person. I just think she's spoiled and she can be very entitled. That's my opinion. She's a Whitley Gilbert of the show and is. Yes, let's bow our heads and chat for Kat and pray for Kat's or an ohm for Kat's maturity, girl. Oh Lord, girl. You trying to ring, gang, 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 ring, gang, 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 ring, gang, 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 like Tina Turner did in that movie. That's something, though. That's something. But anyway, that's what happened today. Let's take a look at what they're going to cook up for us tomorrow, stacked up against what we saw today. And then I'm going to get out of here because I don't know why I'm so tired. Hold on. Anderson Paak, Kutch's final win at Wembley Stadium, bringing out the Jet 2 Holiday Girl. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what is that? I got to save that so I can look at it later. See, you know what, Linda? See how I get distracted? I click on to see one thing, see something else, and then be like, ooh, what's that? Okay, hold on. Let's scroll up. Okay, here are the spoilers. Tomorrow on Beyond the Gates. That's another job I would like to have, is to do that. Next time on Beyond the Gates. Next time on Beyond the Gates. You need to have clips of the next day. Like tomorrow on Beyond the Gates. Tune in tomorrow on Beyond the Gates. They like that said of different ways. Come on now, come up. I'm live. Y'all playing too much. All right, hold on. Wednesday. The Duprees hurriedly assemble when Anita calls for an impromptu gathering. Noah meets an icon. That's going to be Anita. Leslie has an urgent matter to discuss with Ted. You said you love her? Are you in love with Shanice? Nah, I got to cut her. Ted doles out a harsh... wait, hold on. Oh, Vanessa doles out a harsh reality check. To who? Your daughter. Ashley and Grayson update. We don't need no more relationship upgrades and status reports. We don't want to go to the hospital. We don't want it. We just want to see pretty clothes, fine men, and hear a lot of drama. Please, and gossip and stuff. That's all we want to do. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? But it either way, y'all keep on giving us what we don't want and giving us what we want. All right, gatekeepers, that's it for today's recap. Now, I know what y'all thinking, especially those in the recap. Is Andre finally going to tell Danny the truth before that interview happens? Do you think Noah and Deanna are headed toward a real romance? And are y'all proud of Nicole for finally giving it to Leslie the way she did today? Although this ain't her first or second time. Mm. Mm. Cat needs a good old visit to the woodshed and switches. Ooh, y'all trying to get her a spanking. She should have gotten that a long time ago. She ain't never got a spanking in her life. I'm sure they would do, of the don't spank crowd. Belinda said, hit the like button, please. I wish the Cat and Eva thing would go away. It's not though, Miss Lil, until we find two other people to fight. And I wish they would find some grown people to fight. I don't want to watch these cheering going at it. Okay. I switched into my laptop. So are y'all getting on my wait a minute. I switched to my laptop. So are y'all getting my tags when I at you guys? Let me see, Sean. I see you have something like at Belinda Hill. They may not know how to look at that girl. I don't know. All right. Well, if you enjoyed today's recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel. If you're watching the replay, be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down in the comments section. I always enjoy reading them. Thank you to our moderators and to the rest of the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
Thank you indeed to you all. Y'all, I miss our Tony Lynn, but he always said that he was an older gentleman, so I hope that he's okay. But something in my spirit says that maybe not, But Tony Lynn was one of our favorite people over here, and I keep saying if I ever see his name pop up in this chat again, I think I will just start boohooing, be like Tony Lynn, oh my god, So I just hope everything is all right with him. But anyway, thank you to the moderators, to the channel members, and everyone who joined our live, and of course our replay gang. Thank you again, Be On Purpose, for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate that because it helped. Every little bit goes a long way. And listen, I hope you guys are having a great day. And if not, remember there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? For me, it was logging in and doing this because I got up just feeling kind of blah today. I got up feeling just it's hard for me to explain sometimes. As I get more birthdays under my hat, I get a little more sadder about some things. And I think it just creeps into my spirit and I don't even know it's there till I'm driving down the street and then just feeling like, because this ain't what I drink. Some things are not what I saw for myself at this age. You know what I'm saying? And I know for other people, they have to be feeling some of that too, even though on the other hands, because I'm a person, try to look at the bright side of things, that there are other things that are good things, but then still that doesn't stop me from wanting other things and wishing that they were different and they're just not right now. But there's always tomorrow. Isn't that right? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow and y'all be good now. All right. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise now. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.